Hey Jojo, sorry I was tweeting out the stream. But how are you? That's good to hear. I'm doing good. Oh no, I'm good. I just have to be a little bit quiet. That's all. But I'm doing good. Why you shot me? Well, I think we're all gonna die this punch. Really? You just can't be bothered with me.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna switch to killer. So I can finish this challenge. That should be counted, but okay. Should I use the pig or Legion? Go with Legion.
Fahung Dingir Okura.
What are you talking about?
Because I didn't even get the notification that you started the party.
So that's what we really doing, huh, Chalice?
What?
They're really out here selling maskless Joker, huh?
No.
You're really gonna have to buy that one, huh?
Might as well.
$30? I'm not fucking bugging.
You know Chalice be expensive.
No, I'm talking about fucking, because they have Venomized Black Panther. And it's $30 fucking dollars.
See, that doesn't surprise me, because no matter where you try to get it, it's a high price.
I should have got Sasuke from fucking Chalice. He's cheaper there. My fucking Loki's $30. No, I don't want the old Kaneki font when I have the one I have is better. Oh, a fucking podcast. Yeah, okay, do this so you know. I had extra cash.
What?
Amazon's having a sale on SSDs.
No.
Okay, but how long was the podcast? That shit was not 3 hours. That shit was, y'all was going when I was at work at 5. Gee, I wish White Stuff hurry up and got the Jujutsu Kaisen back in stock. so I can, you know, have more Fire Force to read. That's legit the only reason the shit hasn't shipped yet.
I know, because you said they didn't have it in stock.
They didn't have Volume 3 in stock.
See, that's odd, though.
I ain't worried about Jujutsu Kaisen already. I'm caught up to that. I don't care. I'm good. I'm not caught up to Fire Force. Ew, why is Avatar on CBS? Who out here trying to use CBS? Who's really out here using the CBS streaming service?
Somebody.
Should be ashamed of yourself.
I seen the Blu-ray of that on Amazon, right?
Around when we
Tell
live
me
in
why
this
that
wonderful
jump was
city.
like $20.
But you know, sometimes when I we explain what's going on, it's whatever. It's somewhere between the both.
I don't matter. We got it already.
It's your construction payments that I'm not.
We got that encore up.
To clarify, actually, I am in fact paying my construction.
We want that shit.
This is
Last year, I want that steel
a while
book.
ago, I complained
Yeah, I'm
about
That shit costs too much.
the live action
what
Man,
my house.
ain't nobody trying to spend $20 money period on that movie.
Exactly.
And
That's why I was like, tell me why
sometimes
it's like
water comes in through
$20.
those rocks, and I don't like it. I don't like it when the water come in. So I finally got some guys in. However, they have to.
Oh man, the Paranoia Agent steelbooks are available for pre-order. Too bad I don't like Paranoia.
Or whatever. The stickers.
Paranoia Agent like that.
I don't know what they're doing. So, but this is the this is the good mafia. Yeah, it's Pashode. This is the I have a dream. Bruno and the crew are out there doing. But I feel really bad for them because of the way the street is. Usually, this is the kind of job that they bring in like you know those crane fucking construction things that to dig up your yard. Because of the way the street is and the way parking lots and is, they can't get it into the backyard, which means they're doing it with shovels on November fucking 1st. Sorry, 2nd. That sucks. They're doing that. They're gonna have to dig like 8 to 10 feet down with shovels. Full on, wow. The hard way. And so, it sucks ass for them, obviously. Yeah. Because they have to physically do it. It also sucks ass for me. Because it means that it'll take like twice, 3 times as long. So from like 8 to 6 every day, there's gonna be just dudes working hard outside my window. Yeah, the trade-off shit. The trade-off is like, if you have battle construction vehicles happening outside of your house, that they're going to be running their sets and trying to, get to top 8 as quickly as possible. But at the very least, these giant, loud vehicles will be done generally around 2 p.m., sometimes 2:33. They don't like to be out too long after lunch. So they'll just park that shit in front of a ditch somewhere, and you'll see a tractor with one of its treads halfway in a hole, and then they'll just get out in peace around 1, 2 p.m. But if they're doing it by hand, then you're going to get that extra. But there's nothing to be done. The full day's work. I can also just look at, like, let's be real, the spot I'm sitting in right now is the spot I spend most of my life in. And that's fine. However, I can turn my head and just see them. So, if they're just fucking a booze, I can be like, hey, quit fucking a booze. I do feel legitimately also bad for them, because normally, when you have a bunch of construction mans, right, it's the kind of situation where it's like, hey guys, do you want some lemonade, or you want to come in and use the bathroom?
No.
But with the times that we live in,
no.
Why is the way? Why you said it like that? Just makes it
hey,
crazy.
you
No.
can shit that you found. You can offer up a bowl of milk like a kitty cat out the door and on the floor like Booty Tang, and just shut the door.
No, I'm offering up a drop of water outside the door. Y'all get one drop. Y'all better share it between all of y'all.
I got bottles of water I can get them. You can toss
Fuck.
them.
The episode of Victorious.
Yeah, just like that.
Someone ended up drinking all of it. I can't remember who it was.
You get one bottle, y'all, and that's your one bottle for the whole day. Cause y'all are annoying me all day. So guess what? Y'all get one bottle of water, and y'all gotta share that whole bottle of water all day. But COVID, nothing. Y'all better pray. Cause I ain't gonna give a damn if y'all die.
The construction worker in your yard cannot use the bathroom.
Y'all shouldn't annoy me all day.
Jean-Charles really has some bad diarrhea, and if he can't get in, he can't make it entirely.
Man, look, I've just come to the terms. I'm tired of people.
Well, that's fine.
I'm tired of like humanity in general.
He went to La Fleurs.
Oh, so you tired of me then?
It's coming out bad.
A little bit.
just put it
You're
in
not
the ground.
supposed to say yes.
All right. Oh, you don't mind. Okay.
Well, it's obvious I'm not. You just tried my gangster.
I don't give a shit.
I
So
remember
that's
that.
the ongoing.
What you gonna do?
I gotta say.
I don't know yet.
Alright, let me go cancel this Switch tomorrow then before I come over.
No.
Boys hard work early in the morning.
Let me go get my.
Luckily,
How much I pay on that? Like
to sleep in if she can.
$50. Let me get my $40 back.
That would be my wonderful
Don't be like that.
/ keep saliva. Doesn't have to deal with it because she is fucking laid up in the big hospital, and that's been most of my week. That's been absolutely most of my week. So if you actually take, if you guys take one thing away from this page update bit, which has been my life for the past week, is not dying, just miserable, is the current status. Which is why I'm going back to streams starting Wednesday. How were the adventures in Hospital Land? Terrible! And actually, Adventures in Hospital Land.
Because Paige is dying, she's in the hospital.
This is like a larger
That's what he's talking about.
So about. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know.
Well, she's not dying, but she's in the hospital.
But
it's a Shomaru's a pedophile. But anyway.
Where she was parking the car outside of her house.
It's a Shomaru's a pedophile. But anyway.
I did not know. Parking the car.
Does that mean what I think it means?
I think it does mean exactly what you think it means.
Oh lord.
Guy.
And Inuyasha's a pedophile too.
Jumps out of the car.
Through technicality, Inuyasha's a pedophile.
That is mad gross.
Reaches into the car.
Because in feudal Japan, he's technically Kagome's age. But at the same time, he's still older than Kagome by millions of years.
K? No mask. No, nothing. K? What? Right? What? Oh, yeah. And then twists her, and she's so like, oh, get away. But, like, you freeze, because now human.
Can it be next Thursday already? I just want to play Miles Morales.
Oh no, all the airheads are gone, delete.
There you go! And, like, goes back to his car, and, like, waves, like, I did it, I helped. So that is. So you've probably been aware, particularly those of you who listen to this podcast a lot. Paige and I have been, we're like, Paige had.
All I care about this week, I just
right?
want the Melina
And we have
trailer,
been locked
and I think it's
in
coming Thursday.
for
I
like
just want
way
Miles
longer
Morales
than everybody
already.
else. And it's
Cause ain't no way, ain't no way I'm playing Yakuza 7.
Right?
Nah,
In the back
see,
of our head,
see that Miles ain't gonna be game of the year. You know why?
there's the
Why?
that guy's a dumbass.
Because fucking Virgil,
That's the kind
man.
of guy who walks
I
That's
was making
fucking
a
why.
joke because of the cat.
right? And so about 15 days after
The
that,
reason I said it.
That's fucking Virgil. That nigga vile as fuck.
But you right.
that's just the,
Devil May
That
Cry
nigga-
about to be game of the year again.
That nigga vile as fuck.
Now,
How you gotta?
comes up first.
How you gonna have a taunt?
I'm good, Billy. Thank you. How are you?
First is that Paige has a bad back that is prone to spasm. So she starts coughing, and her back starts to explode. Like just think of a Charlie horse that you punch, right? And that was already in play. Yeah, and so we don't go anywhere. But after the third or fourth day of the cough, we decide, well, let's get you tested. Goes down and gets the test. Had to help her back out of the car because her back's so bad. And then later that day, it's just, you hit that point of like personal pain. Just
Appreciate it, Billy. Thank
stand up.
you.
Can't stand up at all. And I go, and it's that thing, but okay, well you can't stand. Can you walk if I put my arm? No. And so we start discussing like, oh, it was the sneeze. Yeah, she's in chat right now. Yeah, she sneezed. Oh, that's okay. Like she sneezed and basically fell over. We're having the discussion because if she lays directly on her back, right, like straight, like a vampire, it's like a 2 in terms of pain, right?
You know this is gonna be an S-rate
The
taunt.
instant she does any position other than that is a 10 on the pain scale. And this is a woman who has had a broken neck, broken neck's probably, but a million other injuries, right, and illnesses. So a 10 on the pain scale that has her like screaming in agony is outrageous. Okay. So we start having the discussion: should we go to the hospital? Should we wait a day? Right? And every time she coughs, it's like a knife in her stomach.
Ain't no way that's a basic
And then we
taunt.
get to the point where like, okay, let's go to the bathroom. And I go to pick her up to go to the bathroom, and she just crumples into like a sack of bricks and starts yelling hospital. Okay, it's time to go to the hospital. Yeah. Okay. Call the ambulance. This is a weird situation. Did you know that when you call an ambulance now, they ask you a million questions about COVID, and then a spaceman shows up at your door? Yep. Like a fucking spaceman. Yes. And the spaceman explains to you.
Nah, they kill y'all,
getting
car.
their ear contaminated. Yes. So the person who can't walk and must be carried has to be carried to the front door so that we can.
Ain't no problem with that's what Michael Bay said happens.
That one.
Yeah, but can you ever trust Michael Bay? Really?
Right. Which was bad.
No, that nigga should have been thrown in the trash anyway.
Because of that pesky
I'm
cough,
actually
go to the
mad
hospital.
that he put KJ Apple in that movie.
You go into the. Dunno.
I'm mad they gave this nigga a budget for this movie.
That too.
Niggas talking about COVID-23. Nigga,
Yeah, some of those dunnos
Nigga.
are dunno, yeah. Which is
Shut
a
the
really
fuck up.
fun experience, I can imagine, for a couple days. Comes back, double big test. And I, like, there's a don't have COVID, hospital. The pre one is the post. Okay. The one they gave her in the hospital when she arrived, and the one beforehand. So double negative, which means the cough she went in with was not COVID, and after a lung x-ray, it's not pneumonia, it's not the flu, it's apparently nothing. It's literally some fucking seasonal bullshit baby cold. Okay. It just happens to be terrifying now. Yes, and when you combine that with again the process.
I didn't even hear what he said.
He said it was a baby cold.
We spent the entire past week in the hospital. Paige being miserable, even on her morphine. Even on morphine, there's pain. Running X-rays, MRIs, everything. I've been currently under the morphine before, and that shit does magic. So that's kind of crazy. So most of her stay walking was just not available. Right. And for her entire stay going to the doctor was unavailable. Like she's currently on a catheter because it's just not going to happen. So X-ray every part of the body, particularly the spine, because the worry is like, hey, you can't go with that. You gotta have a catheter. You can't walk with the spine. Right. Right. You take the MRI of the spine. She's got a hernia, but that's not like nightmarish. So it appears to
I'm trying to move to Alaska so I can get 6 months of darkness.
Yeah.
My mom was talking about earlier if you want to move to Canada.
A combination of a baby call.
No, she can't be saying that. Canada's just as bad, so.
I know, but I was like. And I always said it because the fact they have to pay more for stuff. I'm just like, so you want to move somewhere, you gotta pay more for stuff.
And they have yet to actually determine.
Because, you know, Canadian money ain't shit here.
That seems kind of, that seems like wildly scary.
It literally ain't shit here. So that's why they gotta pay more than we do.
Yeah, well. So currently, fine, just miserable. I'm waiting on more tests to make sure that it continues to be fine, just miserable, and then we'll work it from there. So that's been my week. Yeah. Also, played Watch Dogs Legion. That game sucks.
Here.
That game sucks. Okay. Well, I mean, just in the brief transition, obviously, hope you get well soon there. Each, like, damn, that, yeah. The scariness of investigating.
Somebody
like,
shoot this nigga Kanye.
You know, like, obviously, like, the scariness
this
of
nigga real deal went and
like
voted
that,
for himself.
which involves going down to the place where everyone has the corona.
Somebody shoot this
one of
nigga,
those
please.
things that I'm like, I don't know
probably voted for him.
What level of precaution outside of the hazmat suit could actually make that not insanely terrifying, you know? Like, but, yeah, anyway, I don't know. I can only imagine it looks like tubes of Cloverfield and plastic around in the corners and the corridors and all that shit. Oh, the COVID shit? Yeah. No. Okay. It's plasterboard. Okay. Sticker's still on them. Okay. Apparently there wasn't. So yeah, that's been my week. Also Watch Dogs stuff. Watch Dogs is like a parody of the Ubisoft game. Like, it looks like shit, it runs like shit. It's super edgy and political, but not. That game sucks ass. Yeah. You remember what I said last week? Somebody I know that worked on it wanted to get their name off of it. So, I don't think you mentioned that it was for Legion. I think you just said there's an Ubisoft game person to get their name off of it. How much did you do? An hour. You know when you can You know when you started to play Breath of the Wild, and you got to play for like 4 minutes, and you were like, oh man, this is the best, right? The other thing, the other version of that, where you start moving your character around, and like literally 1 second into controlling your character, you're like, no. And then story starts happening, you're like, okay, you know what? I can sum up the Watch Dogs Legion writing experience immediately. The first thing that you learn how to do in the game is crouch. The second thing you learn how to do is do like a takedown, right? Sneak up behind somebody, hit X to do the takedown, right? When he does the takedown, your main character says, that hurt you a lot more than it hurt me, and walks off. Skip.
It's cashing his money in the bank briefcase.
Two had a much more interesting setting and character. This has no character. You're the city, right? You're just everybody. You're random goons.
I really have to go to work
Okay.
tomorrow to get my fucking beanie.
Also, the game.
I really have to go to work tomorrow morning to get my fucking beanie because I left it.
I don't know what. I think it's art, maybe. Like the art style or something.
And they better not give me shit for it, because I'm gonna be like, look,
one looked boring.
We don't sell fucking Bakugo beanies at Walmart.
This game looks kind of horrible. There's a real... I don't understand Ubisoft. Why does Watch Dogs Legion have to come out literally 1 or 2 weeks before their other gigantic open world game, Valhalla? I think it had to just come out at some point. I mean, the fact that it is out...
Do people really even care about Valhalla like that?
A single peep of anyone talking about it, except for that aforementioned "Get me out of this thing." I mean, it was one of those, like, it feels as if it's a, like, just get it out there, put it on the shelves, whatever. You know, like, marketing wise, I have not seen anything. I've seen no site takeovers of any places I've visited. Nothing. I've seen fucking zilch. You know, doesn't feel like a ton of like push. Also, like one of those things that like gives you like a bad first impression before you even install the game is it's the game I got with my video card for free. Okay. You want to hear something funny about that? It runs terribly. That big fancy video card that I have, the second most powerful video card that exists, I can't get it to run at 60 frames a second. Fucking rad. Like, I literally can't get it to do the thing. Like, I guess I could turn it down to like 1080p maybe, but like, fucking Jesus, that's pretty sweet. Okay. Well,
I'm gonna kill somebody's wife.
What can I say besides,
and then track down their husband, and then call them a wicked shit.
You know, so we are ready. That takes all really cool. Mass Effect Legion's great. Legion's a cool biblical reference. And
bro, you out here want to fight because I roasted you? Really?
Church days, you're not supposed to really like Christians.
You about to get slid by a girl.
If you're going to talk about people and cooler than the others, then Legion would definitely be up.
How you a whole cop you getting slid by a teenage girl?
His name is Legion for weird. So, yeah, that's a
You got kicked in your fucking face.
cool name on bad use.
Yeah, you better be headed to the
I'll
hospital.
be streaming more regularly, but later in the night, so that if this dumb doggy baby starts to act up, I can put him to bed this week. I took Watch Dogs Legion off the schedule. Would you believe it? How about it? And instead I'll be playing this in Japan. This is that game that is like PT, but like a full game. Okay? Alright, it's one of the last Shitstorm games that we ever did back when it was early in early access. Now, hypothetical, putting it out there. Paige. Bed. Bed moves around for you. You get to stay prone. It does all the walking. It does all the fighting and the time traveling. You want a supply of Bedman Bed? Bedman Bed can be done. There's more about it done right now. There's more about the different iterations of the Bedman Bed that he's gone through. In the time. There's lore about it. So
yeah, I called you a twat.
There's possibilities out there. So I'm saying it's not entirely hopeless. Paige, look up Bedman. In chat, I just see Peach Saliva go, I'm Bedman. Look up Bedman, Paige. You want to supply a robotic bed, I mean...
Hello, Dozer.
Sure, he's one of the strongest. Anyway. Okay, well, I mean, with that, I will say that, yeah, I had a bunch of shit going on this week.
What's up,
pretty
buddy?
busy. Is everyone well in your household, hopefully? Yeah, no, the back pain that Punch Mom was having seems to be like, yeah, she just made a hand wave as if to say she's over it. So, like, it didn't get much worse, so that's positive. What? Okay. Yeah, she says she just tuned in to hear about how it was going, and compared to what Paige is going through, she's like, my shit's nothing, so I'm totally fine, you know? So, yeah. Well, that's nice. Dog, what do you want? Dog, you can't eat me. This dog tricked me today. Like, straight up 100% tricked me. He was at the top of the stairs, and he was like, come on downstairs, and like, he was like, no, I don't want to. Get all excited. They did that a couple times, and then the third time, he was gone. Body. He's gone. Kept like, where'd he go? Oh no. By the time I got upstairs to the other room, it vanished all of the camera. Wrecked. Got fucking wrecked. Just 100%, 100% tricky. Getting played already this early in the game. 0-1. Oh, it's not 0-1. It's like 8.
You about to be honking at me, huh?
Well, anyway, yeah, in terms of stuff going on, on this side, played some of that Phasmophobia, which I can now say correctly. Yeah, I know, right? So, I was really worried about it going in, because it's in early access, and it is jank. It's super jam. It feels really rough in a lot of ways, and the models are just, you know, there's a lot that's happening going on. Oh boy, this feels like very healthy. And in fact, when I was doing a little test to make sure everything was okay, I couldn't get my voice detection working in game for some reason. I do need that. And then, yeah, I did discover the reason, and I fixed it. Should I go detect under the bus? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, okay. What's happening? I'm so confused. The reason why the voice detection doesn't work, or didn't, is because for the speech recognition system that it uses to function properly, it uses Cortana, and Cortana is exclusively available if you use 10.
Dozer, what you doing?
Which I was not running on my gaming system. Yeah, 8. I was still running 8. Yeah. So, because I'd been running 10 elsewhere, and I didn't want to deal with it. So I was like, I'm not going to upgrade my gaming PC until I need to. And then this is the wall I hit. Which is interesting, considering the timing. It was like, okay, well, the replacement's in the shout out to the replacement is now on point to come in, and it'll obviously have 10 on it. But boy, I did not feel like... I'm so confused, because upgrading from 7 to 8, upgrade from 8 to 10, no, that computer had a had it yeah. So the other, like the streaming laptop I mentioned, already 10 and everything, yada yada yada. Yeah. So anyway, that's what made it. So I'm like, all right, fix this by whatever, running it off the stream setup instead, and we did that. It was fine. All the jank of the game is, and the tutorial also front loads a bunch of, like, kind of, it front loads a bunch of things where you're like, okay, it's introducing these tools to you, sort of one by one, but you're not, it's a bit hard to get a grasp of, like, what exactly, you're like, supposed to do with each one specifically. Because in some cases it's like, hold it up and use it, in some cases it's put it down. There's a little bit of a, I had a little bit of confusion with this tutorial, but, in the end, tutorial is apparently, like, the hardest part of the entire game. It's a haunt. The tutorial is a haunt, and it just, you walk up to a TV and you click through it, and then you get used to the process of what the game is, essentially, but there's a lot of things the game doesn't tell you, obviously. I think it's, some of it for the sake of letting you surprised by the mechanics, and other things are just, like, not explained, but a lot of that fear went away once the actual multiplayer starts, right? When you're playing with co-op, and you're communicating and using the mics, and everything is, like, doing what the game is supposed to, it's quite good. It's pretty solid, and I can see that, like, yeah, the focus is, yeah, don't worry too much about that stuff. Let's the beat of the game is gonna be, once everyone is past that, and somebody who knows how to play.
But I don't want an exotic dancer in my group.
Be able to give you tips.
The fuck do you think this is?
Kind of guide the hips a little bit and stuff. So, we were able to do that fairly well, and yeah. Different types of spooks, different types of demons and Oni and ghosts and whatever, all have different personality types and different things they like and they hate. So when you're doing your, basically, like, TV investigation mission, where, you're walking around kind of doing, like, hey ghost, it's your boy type thing. Yeah, it ends up, feeling pretty fun and immersive, especially considering the way that the speech recognition works is, you're not using Discord, you're using the in-game detection, and there's two forms of communication. There's local, so you can only hear anyone who's standing next to you, and if they walk further away, or if someone pulls them away, or something happens, then...
How y'all grown dudes and y'all gotta jump a girl, cuz?
So, that is a,
sounds like they have no manners.
And, yeah.
They getting slid. 3 dudes getting beat up. My one girl.
That was pretty cool. Did that on Halloween night.
They obviously can't fight.
As well as Among Us.
How y'all hold
which I talked
cops and y'all
about
can't fight?
before.
Come here.
Pretty,
Hold
pretty
cops.
straightforward. One thing I will say about Among Us is that the first map is, I think everyone's kind of used to a bit.
No.
Once you start going into those other maps where there's different games and things that you might not have seen as much, boy, is it get hard to lie.
Really gotten that bad?
I think that second map's pretty alright, but that third one I can't stand. It's bigger and it's scarier, and I spent so much time.
She assaulted you. You assaulted her, huh?
When the meeting gets called, and everyone's like, "What are you doing? What are you up to?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just wandering the hallways trying to find my objectives." It gets pretty rough. Where were you? I have no idea. And like in some cases it was like, oh, what game were you playing? Or what quest were you doing? And then if you have to lie about it, it's like, oh fuck, I've never even seen this game before. This is not gonna work, So, yeah, what I said last time maintains in that we absolutely memorized the maps, the layouts, the events, and all the games. You can definitely craft a explanation or alibi at any given moment. Versus when we're all wandering around trying to figure out where the fuck the admin is. Or in some cases, like I literally was too slow putting in the two-factor. There's a two-factor password thing that has to be entered to stop.
Bruh, I just hid in a corner.
Major crash from happening, and just too slow putting the buttons in, and then we all didn't know really about the second game entirely, so, failed on that, was way too slow with it. But yeah, that game continues to be what it is. Oxygen, there you go, the Oxygen mini game. So that was a fun little Halloween thing. Earlier in the
Obviously not well enough when I just jumped the fence and y'all can't catch me now.
I'd say the commonality is red and white girl action games, or like white haired. I don't know, whatever. I played Other Side and I played Helltaker. Both of these games have the same color palette. Both of these games have character designs that are like girls with white hair and a red detail somewhere on them. I'm trying to pull that together. That's it. They had. That's it. Those two are just wildly different. And I had wildly different experiences and impressions of them. Helltaker, I overthought what that was going to be. I thought Helltaker was going to be, I don't know, like I thought there was going to be a slightly more than flimsy premise for these waifus to exist. And the game itself, I mean, premise is, I want to make a game that has these waifus in it. I was under the assumption. Fan art thing. What I've been told is the creator wanted to bait artists into drawing fan art of sharply dressed demon girls. And this is a noble cause. I don't think anyone is going to humbug that. And
imagine humbug sharply dressed demon women.
And I'm like, alright, let's see what's going on. And then the game is basically just saying, yeah, you're a guy that woke up one day and realized you don't have a sharply dressed demon harem, and what kind of life is worth living without a sharply dressed demon harem? So you go to hell and you start building your harem.
Where the fuck is power?
And then you play
That's what I'm doing when I go to hell. What you mean?
Fucking basic ass, like it could have been made on a.
Where the fuck is power?
Okay, so it is a puzzle game. Yeah. So I looked at screenshots and I'm like, that's a puzzle game. And then I asked,
who's power? Don't lie to me. You know who power is.
It's not a puzzle game. And I was like, what does that mean? And I guess what you're saying is that it is so basic that the puzzles are just like. It is absolutely. It is. you are standing on a grid. You can move in all directions, and you have a limited number of steps to make it to the waifu. And there are blocks in the way that you can push.
And just based on how these things go, probably in mortal peril.
And there's spikes that will take an extra move away from you. And that's it. It's just navigate the maze with a limited number of moves. And it's the most basic bitch shit. But, so it's Helltaker Go. And then within the moment, yeah, I mean, you can almost, but like Go at least has those shiny, sort of like, I'm looking at a representation of this event taking place visuals going on. This is way more basic than that. Except for when you hit the retry button or transition from one stage to the other. There's the most elaborate, gorgeous transition of a Helltaker.
What'd you say?
Someone getting slid for sure.
And it's just immaculately detailed. And then it pulls itself away, and you're spit right back out into this fucking basic ass pixel thing, you know. But it was fun. It was fun. And then you make it to your waifus, and then every time you get to them, they are just a cute design, and then they have personality that is described in the brackets or with a comma rather. You choose one of two options. One of them leads to them killing you in a way that you
not if I slide you first.
Is your arrow. And then you switch levels, and then do it again. And that's it. That's the whole thing. Don't forget to hit the advice button to get some interactions with these waifus.
So when everyone was like going nuts about Helltaker, it's like, oh, it's not because it's a great puzzle game.
It's fine. It's just a basic puzzle game. It's completely fine as a puzzle game.
I was standing right there, and you missed the punch.
You have to use it on a puzzle boss fight. So, you know, it's kind of like how you play Necrodancer, and then at the end of the stage, you have to fight a boss and use the pattern and use, you know, the same system in that sort of environment. They use it as one of those, and, you know, yeah, the game is unapologetically parched, and clawing for any moisture it can get. In many cases, your dialogue options are plug that gallon of water, or sip the water from the parts of the glass. But you are never not thirsty. It helps take. Yeah. Probably, you know, it's a super. It almost feels like a game jam given a little bit more time kind of project. Yeah, one little thing.
How you're describing is the market 1,000,000% opposite of other side.
Yes.
Don't make me call my John Wick in here.
You're trying to McGregor in there too.
I'm about to.
Well designed girls that kind of play sporadic. Fine. Other side, have you kidded? Okay. How far did you get? I played it for about a while. Okay. It gets. I got to the boss.
Poor man, hold up.
Getting pistol whipped out here.
Runs, that shit.
By a girl.
It's system, and it's unforgiving. On the first move, I'm like, oh, this thing wants to his don't do it unless you sacrifice a unit to yourself. Cannot, like, just upgrade you have to spend currency to lock them in to a character, to lock in a move that's upgraded, or lock in whatever it's called, the memories, right? In the end, it was very stylish, and I do like I do like the permadeath.
Both y'all niggas got exploded out here.
Set of combos or whatever it was kind of getting at. It front loads that railroaded set of missions, tutorial missions, really aggressively, and I basically kind of got. I don't know how to describe it, but there's a very unpleasant feeling where you're just drowning in explanation windows of systems that you're like, I haven't had a chance to internalize the last thing I read. Now I have literally 3.
You should play Crusader games.
The comparison is XCOM as well, right? That type of system. But, yeah, it all kind of culminates into a point where I enter a mission, and you're seeing I can see in the background the daughters are appearing in like ways on the map. Enemies are showing up in places, and I'm hearing them having exchanged dialogue. But I can't see it because there's a tutorial for a system that's blocking that.
Talking a hot mess, huh?
That tutorial is another window for a different tutorial.
You just got shot by a nigga named Walter.
And it's just going like, hey, make sure that you know about this type of thing. And I'm like, there's 3 levels of fucking screen obfuscation happening here. And I'm like, guys, like, you gotta handle this differently. Other side.
There's also the memory of something that I wanted to mention last week that I completely forgot about Amnesia Reaver. That was a perfect summation of that game's problem. You get the tutorial for how to hide enemies before you physically see the first enemy.
Yeah.
So, like, it's very spooky. It sounds like there's something might be around. You, like, climb up an elevator and walk out on the landing, and it goes, hide from enemies by looking around corners. Here's the buttons that you used to do. It's like, the enemies in the fucking room. It's very painful.
I found some bugs right off the bat. I found that if you have a controller and you have a mouse cursor, you can select 2 different options on any menu at the same time, which invariably leads to fun. And when you set the subtitles to extra big, sometimes they overlap, like, actual, like some of the poems or loading screens or cutscene things.
There he is. Get him out.
A couple games that have, like, big UI stuff. It's like, oh, I appreciate it. And then when you actually do it, like, you just untested. Untested.
You just got beat up by an old man named Walter.
Yeah. And in this case, like, there's a poem that you start the game on that plays out, and then the big subtitle version is just appearing, overlapping that main one, but the text is fading away faster on the subtitle, so it's not helpful to read that, so you just revert to reading the original anyway, but it's blocked. You know, so, yeah, there's some stuff. The whole daughter generation thing is pretty cool and very edge. You know, the music gets a little bit evanescence at points.
Really? Who listens to evanescence in 2020?
It could be. It could definitely be the liner notes.
Yes, well done.
The scarves
You might want to check on them.
and the long white hair. But it was there were some cool designs, you know.
All right. I didn't need your help, you know. I had it all under control.
That could be interesting. A world that could be, you know,
All right, fine.
places.
I didn't.
But
I
yeah,
really thought this tournament was rock solid. What do you mean? Yeah, that deck. Fake deck. All real deck, like frankly.
I did
Wanted to get
enjoy
abducted,
the
innit?
gameplay once
I was in, I was going to get him with a crypto-stealing Trojan. Only they
when
got me
actions
first.
and
No bloody kidding.
take from the
Wait,
same
I know.
pool,
You guys can upload the virus
man,
for
that's
me.
neat.
You're big, strong
You know,
people.
like
I'll come in and everything.
I'm so used
Of course,
to like
easy
these
peasy.
turn-based strategy games where you move and then you shoot, and these are 2 separate things.
Well,
Maybe
he's
it's
Huh?
I'm not exactly
they
risk
get to
averse.
do one of those
Wow.
things
If we
twice.
did him a favour, he might be inclined to
In this
join
case,
us.
it's like, no,
I found that Kelly Lieutenants we should make a great target for the crypto trading virus. I'll send you their details now.
It's going to take extra long when your second turn comes back around.
Essentially take a second turn
Immediately. And don't you try to do anything too cool after you've walked a decent couple of steps, because then you're going into that 50.
Take essentially second turn.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I do like when those things are separate actions from each other, but, you know, it's made to be difficult, right? I can see that. So, in the end, I was like, yeah, okay, I see what's going on here, but there's definitely a lot that's lost in how it conveys its lessons to you, and they could do a lot better guiding you in and kind of getting you used to the system in a way. It also, at a point towards the end of like the first or second day, there was a point where I started going into each little optional information screen. There's like the memories you collect, the stories, the lore, the icon, the things you can equip to your daughters, a bunch of different screens. And like each one of them came with its own, just like, okay, here on this screen, explanation, you know. But like, yeah, again, I was getting them so, there was just too dense. It was too dense with that stuff. So, you know, stylish execution, stylish art design, fun audio, decent gameplay, but
something
a little bit too much on a lot of the other stuff. So, yeah, I kind of left with a bit of a middling impression on that. There's a weird thing that goes on with like everything that is in any way similar to XCOM, where you play it, and instead of going, man, I can't wait to play more of this, you go, should get back to this. Just start up a new run of XCOM. So I didn't have that thought, but I did absolutely think, man, I can't wait for Darkest Dungeon 2. That is... Because Darkest Dungeon, yeah, you know, I can see how Other Side also has, like, shared Darkest Dungeon DNA, particularly with the tone. Yeah. I was, you know, I was left feeling like, yeah, I really want to go back to that, see what's new. And, you know, that, I talked about this a while ago, but I went back, I finished Spark the Electric Jester, and that was a just fantastic throwback game. Fun-ass vibes of everything from the 16-bit.
Walter, you're too old to be jumping over shit like this. You might have to retire.
At some point when I get the chance, perhaps when Randy steps out for a day or so, popping in Spark the Electric Jester 2. And then 3 is announced, so I can see that they're basically following the Sonic trajectory, but really, really cool ending to that, and amazing classic music. Like, it's weird, like, I feel like that game has a soundtrack that should be way more celebrated. You know, like, we all love, like, what Toby Fox is doing, and we all love Cave Stories music, you know. Spark has some incredible tracks that I don't see around the internet that I would definitely should see. That so many less people have played it. You're the only person I've spoken to who's ever literally said the word Spark the Electric Jester. Perhaps, you know. But I would definitely, like, I'm not saying it's like there's a pantheon of fucking incredible game music, but I mean, like, you know, it deserves recognition. There's some super banger tracks in that I loved. So there's that. I decided.
Hey, yo, what? This man 50 Cent, he gotta be out here surviving.
And I'm watching some stuff for you know, beyond this for in my own time, but you know, at least in time for the podcast, I was able to catch up on the latest episode of Akudama Drive. And Akudama Drive.
That isn't Jujutsu Kaisen, Wooly. Shut up.
Anime from Tokyo Studios. The combination of Zero Escape guy and Danganronpa guy. What's up? I've been seeing clips of this thing around, and one, boy, is it insanely obvious that it was made by the Zero Escape guy and Danganronpa guy. From like a single frame of that show. Like, it looks like Danganronpa characters. Like, if you're playing Danganronpa and it's with the camera pulling,
Like, it is so simple.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's the artist that did that. The promo art for it is done by the same artist. So, like, you're looking at it and going, oh yeah, here's your rogues gallery, here's your cast of characters. You know,
so I probably watched like 25 minutes of it in total, just skimming clips that just keep showing up on their internet. And my impression of it is very weird. We're watching it, and all I know is that it animates really well. It looks really cool. I literally cannot stop laughing at the dialogue because I don't know what an Akumada is. Akudama. I don't know what an Akudama is, but they all do, and you'll just constantly say to each other, and how I'm an Akudama, so we're on, and it's like, it is the most hilariously untranslated shit ever. Oh my goodness. So, Akudama in this series, in this show, is just, it's active subject word, proper noun that is going to be your replacement, where if you're watching Hunter, it's the word Hunter. I'm desperately scrolling through my shelf to look for other things where there's a job that's the main thing, and everyone just says it. But it's that thing, right? It's the word duelist. It's the word duelist something. They have not yet ninja for Naruto, absolutely. Hero, wizard. Alchemy, yes, it's your active job. It's the big job. In this case, they have not yet had a full-on explanation, but it seems to, in context, mean criminal. It seems to mean criminal. I think that the people subtitling it may have wanted to change that, because literally all I can see whenever anyone talks is all according to Keikaku. So the thing is that it's the name of the show, so they're probably gonna be more on about keeping it on brand with the title. And at some point, there will likely be a breakdown screen with two little puppets explaining what actually an Akudama is. But for now, it doesn't have a clear explanation. It just seems to be a criminal.
That's one way to take out competition.
Who's kind of a thug.
Prospect should be fancy by now. We've been contacted by our potential recruit. That's the route now. Big time. That's the new big two.
I don't think you guys get it. My problem is not non-understanding of the goddamn term. The problem is that, like, the anime thing of just Inuyasha, I can't believe you are a Akuba. It's an interesting problem to translate it. It's not uniquely anime, but it feels, it's so present in anime, where the job name thing. Okay, when you're talking about the translation, I'm just laughing at the fact that the job name thing gets used and thrown about all day by everybody in a way that makes you think like almost like other jobs don't exist. You know, when you're dealing with Pokemon masters, you're only talking about people with jobs pertaining to Pokemon, and this is all there is to it. You know, it kind of like you have a bit of a slower time painting out a world where it's like, all right, you're not a pirate, but well, you know, I'm not going to use One Piece because I don't fucking know. But you're not a ninja, but like you might be like a ninja librarian or historian. You know, obviously Jedi in fucking KOTOR end up having this interesting thing where they're such a big old important lore ass job but in the actual world, they're fucking kind of hated and despised, which was like interesting when I was going through that. I like that little flavor on it. But the anime genre is always like I'm always on the lookout for just like, all right, this one's about Beyblades, so everyone's going to be talking about how the economy runs on being a Beyblade. And if you're into Gunpla,
Since keeps trying me.
Pickup chicks. So says.
Come on, post that again. I'm gonna put you in timeout.
Down the bar.
That picture of Joker.
Wow. Such good taste.
So I'm spamming the chat with it.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a good ass show. When I read subtitles and there's just like
You'll be alright.
hardcore, like non-localized stuff in it, that particularly if it's made up words, all I can think of is the care. So I just checked. The story takes place in Japan, but they're all coming off like horrible weirdos. Again,
You're not
I
gonna open
give
the
it
door.
slack here because it's the title of the show.
So he a harasser, huh?
So there's gonna be something to it that might not necessarily just be. It's just a replacement word for criminal.
I'm about to slide you for the one
setting is
time.
also kind of weird.
What's good?
There's some crazy shit in it that is not like fully explained yet. So yeah, we're kind of waiting to see what it means, you know. But I ever seen somebody else say something that perfectly has
Yeah, now you sleep. Matter of fact.
It's like, how can I get this across? This is such a weird thing. I saw what might be dumbass in the chat making fun of me for the big question, why didn't they just translate the word Pokemon? And that's exactly it. How about that? Pocket monsters sounds stupid in English. Pokemon sounds fine. Sure. And Pokemon isn't a word. It was a made-up noun. Yeah. Also, good luck fitting a fucking Zangoose in your pocket. You know? That shit should be called Ultra Criminal Drive. Sure. Once they're in the Pokemon, of course, they can fit in any pocket. And then they should...
So Chris can't say that.
Oh man, I can't believe you're an all-caps Ultra Criminal. Perhaps they should be called Digital Monsters. Maybe. The thing is, when you're in
Shark is out of the picture.
you're not a dad.
Easy now.
You're a Shinigami. That's right. And if you're talking about the job, we're talking about.
I have exciting news about the woman who just helped.
You're not a Grim Reaper or a Death Reaper of any kind. You're specifically saying capital S, Shinigami.
What's to do with it? Well, she's popular for one thing. Not only does she have an active arrest warrant, but the Kellys have a bounty on her head.
I feel like
Oh, an active arrest warrant.
To get that much evil.
like
You can dig around and see what turns up.
literally when you watch subtitles, this shit like
What?
You.
out of place with your own subtitles.
Active arrest warrant, huh?
I think again, in some cases, it's just
That's what
I
it
don't know.
said.
It depends on where it's gonna go. I know that in Danganronpa's case, you have a weird thing of like you could have just said, "Oh yeah, this is like Prodigy Cook or
Fuck them both. Let Monokuma be president.
But they have the specific terminology in the untranslated version.
But we'll be forced to kill each other. Okay.
At super high school level,
What that got to do with me?
is the way of saying you are the best, like junior whatever in the country, and they just translate it into ultimate. You know, ultimate simplifies that, I think, but it still is not like ultimate is kind of implying like, oh yeah, that's the best whatever, that's the best cook if you're the ultimate cook. But like it gets used in ways that like you're like the language here is I'm really confused by what you mean when you're describing like your super high school level skill is, you know, like how do you quantify that exactly? You can't quantify one. Yeah.
whole point. But in any case, the flavoring of the studio and the people behind it is coming through quite well and quite strongly, because these characters are introduced in a way that is like, yeah, here is your gang of miscreants. You're going to be following along these people, and what I will say is, in the case of Zero Escape, in the case of Danganronpa, in most cases, though, about it's a toss. It's about half and half, maybe 2 out of 3. You have a situation where the cast is people that are generally confused but otherwise decent people stuck in a situation, and then hidden among them are the assholes who are like, I'm going to capitalize and try to, figure out what to do to get ahead or whatever. And that game is a foot, and then it's like, who's going to show themselves to be so greedy that they're willing to kill everybody to make their way out, versus who's going to be altruistic. The cast in Akudama Drive is full of shitbag murderers, and they're all pieces of shit. They're all stuff, with the exception of like one, maybe, possibly 2, but so far there's one person who's not a piece of shit. You do not have to.
Who is it, really? Because you're not watching the right anime anyway. So who is it?
Who's next? Playing.
I don't know. I'm honestly just here for the intro right now.
Yeah, he hasn't got a weekly too.
Get out.
What?
I just stole dude's car.
I found the way we're all feeling right now. That was the actual manifest.
People in their Twitch shirts.
Noise of what everyone's fucking feeling at the moment. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just stream it. I feel like a lot of people in this situation, if we're not gonna go dick or days and stuff like that, let's just fucking stream. Like, sitting here glued to the news, and like, I'm just like, man, I never watch the news. I hate the fucking news. So, I'm like, you know what? I feel like a lot of other people are.
That's why I don't give a damn either way,
are feeling the same way I am about this
fuck
whole
them
thing.
both.
And it's like, let's just do some other shit, because there's nothing you're gonna be able to do about it, right? It's gonna take some time for this shit, and everyone already fucking knew about that.
They're both scumbags at some point, so...
God, man. Anyway,
that's the CTOS up there.
Hello. There's been some interesting shit that happened over the past day or two. And yeah, I'd rather have a chat room with me to, like, there's some shit that I want to talk about, because Next Gen's around the corner, like, no joke.
Vote, so.
And there was a bunch of new virtual stuff that came out, like, a whole bunch.
What? They didn't force you to go?
Nope.
What? I had to do it, otherwise I would've got followed to oblivion.
I also was hit by a storm earlier today.
I know.
And, or the other day. And it was by this little girl. My god, dude. She is not a crab chat, she is dressed up as a lobster. As soon as I saw the outfit,
she takes a rather
I saw the outfit, I bought it at Target. I had to. Like, I actually, I'm like, we have to dress her up as a lobster. We absolutely
looks like she's operating on the compound at these coordinates.
So,
fuck.
yeah, I got a lot more pictures, but I'm saving them for me. My apologies, Chad, if I don't want to, you know, I'll come up with pictures every once in a while for, like, holidays and stuff like that, but, JJ would love to be streaming and stuff of the like. JJ would love to be on stream playing games with me, but we're just spending a lot of time, not being in front of, like, an audience.
His mom stays there.
Of course, like,
Oh.
at the beginning of the we're okay.
I'll let her watch the baby for a couple hours.
Of course, I'll give you guys updates on baby pictures, but for the most part, I just like I'm just super personal when it comes to like my family stuff, and I don't want you to feel like I don't want to turn my family into like content, right? I would prefer the focus around things that are on this channel, especially, should be around games and shit. So I know a lot of people are like, where's Ripley, where's Ripley, where's JJ, where's JJ? Like, I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate that you guys enjoy their company. But in all honesty, I enjoy it more. So I will.
I enjoy my wife's company.
Right?
Yeah,
like Benny is always going to be a part of
because he's probably the only few humans I can tolerate now in this planet life.
But Benny just hasn't been around. Benny hasn't been great at cameras and stuff. And I just don't want to aggravate him, you know? Like, Benny's an old man. He's like 11 years old. He's, like I said, he's like retired. If we're going to use him for a filming situation, it's going to be very, right? It's going to be a small thing here or there. So and Benny gave us like 7, 8 years of being in shows like nonstop. Dogs and cats and professional actor and animals only do that shit for so long.
I'm gonna get Chow Chow for Chow Chow a little harness. So if he keep acting up, I'm gonna start walking him.
So my apologies, Chad. If I'll give you some pictures every once in a while.
That's what I'm gonna fucking do.
Things like that. It's just in terms of like. I can tell you stories, right? I can tell you that after the day, she's the happiest girl in the world, and then she gets very fussy.
I'm gonna start embarrassing by walking her.
She starts to get tired, and you can tell when she's tired.
Shit.
She's actually responding, right?
Because they're gonna harness like he a dog.
Which is kind of cool, but she's actually forming words, and she's grabbing things now. She's trying to grab things. She's looking at her hands, she's like, alright. He's out. Like, she's looking at her hands like they are this matchup, and she's just like, let's fly, we'll fight through this. Oh, and she like hits herself, she's like, damn it. It's so goddamn good. It's so good. So,
That's not too hard for fun.
she's absolutely adorable. She likes being outside more than inside, and I found some cheats where if suddenly I'm walking around with her and she just will not calm down, like she just is super pissed off about anything, and damn, she's kicking my ass because my damn back is already feeling it. I'll take her outside, and we'll walk around outside for a bit. She immediately changes. She's like,
That's bullshit.
so she starts like looking around and stuff like that. So it's funny how like a little bit of
Those wankers.
atmosphere, like a change of environment.
Guess what? I got actual guns this time.
And then I go back inside and she's like, ah! She's all dramatic. God, and she like sits here, arches her back, and she's like, I'm like holding her, and she's in this like this pose, and I'm like, sweetie, calm down, and just wow, like. It's funny when she cries. I actually find it ridiculously adorable sometimes. She does these like woo woo woos. Like, I'm like, okay, you are being dramatic. You are being extremely dramatic. She's not Pika Lash. I'm like, all right, girl. All right, sweetie. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Anyone that's a parent knows exactly what the hell I'm talking about. But no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to teaching her how to draw. All that stuff, like just watching her learn how to do things.
Oh, we pulling out guns now, huh?
shoot them.
So, pretty soon from now, like, within hopefully the next few months,
They're getting bold,
we're going to have our video games big foods.
Okay.
So, the whole point of that is that we're going to get a bunch of unbranded baby food, and we're going to have to eat it.
So I don't know why it bothers me when they talk about
what it is.
Look, I don't got a professional hitman in the crew.
And I don't know if Steve's gonna have that much of an issue with that, because at least with soda, there's like a lot of like acid, and there's a lot of carbonation, and there's a lot of sugar. There's a lot of shit that would whoop his ass, and I completely understand, because even at the end of those, soda drinking streams, I was fucked up. But it's baby food. It's like nothing but nutrition. So it's like that's the whole point of like baby food, right? Yeah. So I just want to like go places with Ripley and take her to places, but at the same time, it's like I don't, because I just want to keep her inside the house right now for as long as possible. It just tastes like ass. Well, the thing is, I actually have a fond memory of baby food. Clearly not from when I was a baby, but I was about 6 when my sister came along. So between the ages of 6 and 7, I was already, trying out her baby food and stuff like that, because I was so super young. And yeah, I actually have a memory of eating like what baby food tastes like what certain kinds taste like already. Sorta. Not great. Like I know food tastes like that. I had the carrots not tasting too bad, because I would like try to feed her, and I would eat it, and I was trying to get her to eat it. It's just, it's super bland. Like, it has no flavor. It just has no flavor. So we're gonna.
Sorry for being so rude.
Potatoes. Oh,
we're here from Special Fire Force
I'm a weirdo. My whole family loves sweet potatoes.
First class fire soldier.
I can't stand that shit, dude. Potatoes do not have any rights.
Another visit from another Fire Force company, huh? You're here to recruit the master, but we'll let you in, I assume.
Zero rights.
Hello, Master? I've returned with the parts you asked for.
Sweet potatoes can lick my ass. Yams, they can lick the same ass. Oh my god, dude. I cannot handle that shit. I'm sorry. I'm taking a firm stance. I don't care if this desecrates my standing in the community, but I'm taking a firm stance right now. Potatoes have no right being sweet. And that's the stream. I'll see you later, you assholes. So we're going to check out the Virgil trailers today. And
why are you spazzing those sweet potatoes?
I don't know, but he's right.
I really want to go back to Guilty Gear. It's actually
I don't like them.
Super cool. Like, now that we've had like a little taste of the netcode, and even our taste of the netcode sucks because we're close to each other. It's crazy to see the sort of like revolution that's happening right now, and what even for like an old game, rollback netcode, experiencing good online for a game can't do. And I'm going to echo so much of my last 10 years of making content for fighting games. I barely played any Guilty Gear Accent 4+R.
And even I don't like them, it's because I can avoid using them.
One, just because Guilty Gear characters are fun to learn. And two, like, the most infuriating thing in the world for me, the thing that gets me more pissed off, and I'm able to identify it, and I can't control it. Like, Phoenix breaking that level 5, I can't control it, is dealing with delay-based content, or dealing with games that have poor delay-based content that has never worked well. It bugs the shit out of me. And in every single game, there's like, I get PTSD from fucking launch KX to Dragon Ball FighterZ dealing with like Super Dash Online at launch, especially UMBC 3. It'll make me like, to the point of which I absolutely despise all of it because of its online experience. A game that like largely is responsible for a huge part of the growth of my channel. For many years, I just hated that game because I can't. My only way to reliably play it is through an online connection. And before Parsec and things was like, fuck, dude, this is the worst. The absolute worst. most frustrating thing I've ever fucking gone through. That was one of the reasons why, obviously, we stopped making the system, and I stopped making a lot of games or movies and, videos for the game.
So how long have you been driving for Uber?
I've been dealing with delay-based netcode and it running like total trash since the original Xbox.
Do you have any kids?
And there has never been a thing that gets me more pissed off.
Hey, no talk, only drive.
Trying to do combos or trying to do stuff that people have and having it
So where are you from
flip
originally?
around, right? Having the delay go from like 3 to 4 to 6 to 4 to 2 to 3 to 5 to 8.
I don't know English.
Oh my god, yeah, it literally puts white hairs on my head. So that's one of the reasons why I take such a big break from Dragon Ball FighterZ, especially. But the game was like, well, obviously I didn't have my characters, but coming back to it and like really trying. I'm popping on the delay-based netcode. I am, but the thing is, it's not that delay-based netcode has to be bad, right? It's just that devs choose for it to be bad. Parsec is like the best example of that because you can still have delay-based netcode and not have it run as poorly as these companies choose to do it. Like that's the worst part is that the most frustrating aspect of delay-based netcode is the variance. The fact that it's going to go from a certain delay and it's going to flip-flop throughout the entire time. And that feeling is the most frustrating shit. Well, Power Rangers is great. There's a reason why I've constantly gone back to Power Rangers every time there's an update, anytime there's new shit for the game. Because I don't mind playing it online. I don't mind jumping back into Power Rangers and getting, like, ass blasted by, like, the best dudes that have been playing that game consistently. It's like, fuck, man, this game is evolved crazy. But when you're in a situation where the netcode's good, it's hard to get pissed off at that because you can't as much blame the fact that, oh, your inputs are delayed like crazy. Yeah, KOF 13 was like on the border, where we played like a little bit of KOF 13, but it's like, I know if I try to play this more, I'm going to run into these problems, and it's going to become more frustrating and shit like that, because I've been through it for 15 years, 15 plus years. So yeah, I'm so glad that Parsec came along, and actually made us realize like that this shit doesn't have to be bad. It's actually able to make this shit good. So, and Parsec, all it does is that, if you're going to have a delay, it's going to be the same shit, right? It's going to be locked at a certain delay the whole time. 13 and 14. 14's the same thing, man. KOF 14. I haven't tried KOF 13 on Parsec yet, but I haven't played it since we played it before. So I'd have to relearn how to play the game again. I think if we went back to KOF, I might want to play KOF 14 on Parsec. No, Chad, I'm going to tell you right now, any of the fighting games that I frequent on this channel, right, any of the fighting games that I come back to play sort of consistently over the past, 5-6 years that, we've been streaming, almost 7 years that we've been streaming, you'll notice that all the consistent games that we come back and play are games that have good online. They're all games that have rollback netcode, they're all games that at least have a foundation where the online experience isn't compromised by a shit ton of delay at all times. So, between the Third Strikes, between, MKX and Killer Instinct and everything of the like, yeah, except Smash Brothers, right? I think there's one fighting game since 2014 that we've played sort of consistently the entire time. It's actually Smash. And, but why is that? Because we play Smash offline. We play Smash from 4 players to 8 players in the same room. And when I compromise that experience and I actually try to take it online, fuck, man, that shit falls apart. And I always knew it felt really bad, but once we actually got confirmation from Smash players that, play that shit all the time and are literally sacrificing a piece of their soul day by day to play Smash online, we found out that the game runs in variants of 9 to 11 frames minimum of input delay. And I'm like, I can tell you how insanely delayed this shit feels. I didn't know the exact number, but yes, it feels like smush. Smash Online feels like smush. And I'm not good at the game, but I can't even stand the fact that if I'm going to try to get any better at this shit, or at least put in time to get better, you have to account for putting up the game online. Because that's a whole other, that's once again a whole other thing. And that's what's amazing about fucking watching a lot of people playing Action 4+R right now, is that you get people that have never really played Guilty Gear, you know? You have all these folks that are suddenly just playing Guilty Gear and just playing it daily, and then coming back, and then coming back, and coming back, which is super cool. You know why? Because learning a fighting game that has better online is so much easier than learning one that has shit online. It's so much easier to learn matchups, to react to things, to do stuff with your character in a way that benefits you, you know, over time. I can't even tell you for how many fucking years I played Marvel 3 and I didn't feel like I was getting any fucking better because I was dealing with this horrible looming input delay at all times and the horrible threat of X Factor along with it. So, it doesn't mean that you can't get good at it, right? I mean, granted, you've seen some of the best players in the world that play shit online and in a terrible online environment aren't able to make the most ridiculous things happen. But those it takes so many thousands of matches, right? So many absolute thousands of games played to make the adjustment on the fly, right? And that's like, once again, that's another matchup that you're sort of going to have to learn in the long run. That's a matchup that's going to just, if you're going to stick with one game, it's probably going to work out pretty well. But if you're going to play a variety of fighting games where, like, we have perspective, and I just enjoy playing, I find myself enjoying fighting games even more now that I play a lot of different ones, even though I don't have a chance to actually get good at them. Last time I was at maybe a little bit of the beginning.
The red plate that got his cheese lit.
And their online competition. Like having that experience run
What did you just say?
You heard me.
Mid-match without worrying, like, oh fuck, can I jump this? I don't know! What about Third Strike? Third Strike runs great. Whether or not you're playing Fight Day 2, which runs even better now, which I really like on 1 week period for Fight Day 2.
Break our bond!
The experience with Third Strike Online is fantastic.
The reason is simple.
Incredible because it is 9 people.
It's not that I couldn't make it out of the
Shit.
Like me, you may be one of the few Monkey Kill Shot God. He is a catch. Take the life of your best friend. You must kill him. I just couldn't stand the idea of taking power by following in his footsteps. I spared your life on a whim.
Pint that got his cheese lit. That's what it said.
Anywhere in between 10 to 15 frames of input delay.
I'm just trying to make sure I heard you right.
Yeah. That has selectable input delay for its
I'm about to send you the video.
You know, other fighting games actually do it for you. Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, like these games actually have pre-baked in delay that compensate for the fact that it has rollback netcode. But when you get to it's like 250 It's like, what?
You twisted
Like 250 ms is like ass pinging West Coast.
Oh god. The Law and Order thing
No
at the
shit.
end.
Like West Coast to Europe might be 250 ms if we, you know, maybe not all of us have fiber. Like, and that's like, I'm being super generous, right? It'd probably be way further, like maybe way further out. And rollback netcode is like, that'll cost you 2 frames of input like for us to compensate for this this amount of delay. Like, holy shit, man! I don't think people realize the moment that I played Mo was a community member.
Damn, Chrono been confirmed as non-binary.
Like, this dude,
I mean, that shit don't mean nothing. It's stuck on the moon anyway.
From Dubai, and I'm in California. It's almost the furthest distance we could possibly go around the planet and I could still break mediums on action. Like, there was a little bit of stuttering here and there, right? But the whole thing was that on his end, there's a little bit of stuttering because the rollback's going to be kicking in. On his end, his inputs weren't delayed, so anything he was looking at from him was he was still able to do. Anything he was reacting to or I was reacting to was completely functional. Would I have probably been able to react to lights? Maybe not, right? Because lights are like 13, 14 frames on some characters in KI. And that shit is tough. Reacting to 14 frame anything is tough in fighting games. But just the fact that that's possible, so all I'm saying is that it's amazing to see a community that I've had barely anything to do with, like the Guilty Gear community, has constantly been put under a struggle of their online games performing terribly for a long time. From, you know, the original Accent Core Plus R that we did a fucking review on the channel. Like, we played this game when it came out on Xbox 360 way, way, way back in the day. And I was like, the netcode just sucks. Like, the online for this shit is not good.
What's that doing?
Well, you fought me when the game came out on 360, we had connection problems in the same state? Yes. No. When we were in, you could be, the only way you could get a good connection, I think, in the release of Accent Core Plus R, granted, I didn't even know barely anything about the game. I'm like, last time I played these motherfucking games was XX. It was terrible. It was just terrible. And I think it was like, not the same like region of my state, but at least the same state as me. Holy shit, dude. It was absolutely awful. So, not XXXXX. The one that came out on PS2. But yeah, like, to see the community, like, realizing that, for people, like, overseas, with Japanese players, that it's obviously a game that everyone knows, you know? Not everyone. Like, oh, there's a lot of people playing it that are new about it, but holy shit, dude, like, this is a fighting game that's been played for 15 years almost, I think. You didn't let me know when Accent Core came out. It was around, like, what, 2010? It was a few years before Strive. So it's had some time to sit in the community and be able to figure this shit out, and for them to go online and suddenly able to do all the shit that they've been doing for the past 10 years and not have it run like total shite is... Well, that'll change anybody's mind. So you get these Japanese players that are like, wow, some of their reactions are fun, right? Did Accent Core come out in 2012? I think I'm thinking of Reload. Whatever the hell that
Hi everyone,
No,
anyway.
thank you.
You get these, like, Japanese players that are like, this is revolutionary. Like, I was reading one impression saying, thinks this is revolutionary because they can actually play people overseas now. Like, we can play people in other countries. This is kind of crazy. We hope this carries on. And all these other Guilty Gear players that are specifically, like, from Japan, which is a pretty big Guilty Gear location around the world, a very popular arcade fighting game for a long time.
Well, yeah.
Everyone's playing it now.
Where does the game come
all
from,
of a sudden,
Max?
Like, there's consistently 1,500 to 2,000 people playing this old-ass fighting game. And now
Where
everyone's
does Guilty Gear
also interested in
come
it
from,
because
Max?
the experience has changed, right? You can actually do the things you would like to do, and you can learn in an environment where it doesn't totally suck ass. That's the most important part, is that damn, dude, I can't stand the learning process. The only thing that really keeps me along for the learning process of a fighting game is if I really enjoy the mechanics or the characters or something like that. But if it has based netcode, it's difficult to keep me invested for a long time. Granted, I'll come back and check shit out. I really liked MKX when it came out. I enjoyed it, and I was willing to put up with its terrible online because I was having fun. But within, 8 months of the game being out, they changed that shit. Suddenly the online was different. Trying to do FRCs constantly, change and delay sounds like a nightmare. Well, I'm going to find out about that tonight because I have not practiced, like, decent RCs or FRCs, and I want to see what they feel like in this game, because they have like a fundamentally different feel in Strive, and everything else, they don't have to slow down, they don't have all that shit. So, jump from 32 players to 1.3, well, there's... Go back netcode will bring these together.
Hard like that.
It will fill out... In a game... For example, in a game like Accent Core, like, we're gonna go online and get ass blasted tonight, like, literally, like, with a super soaker. Because the game has been out for 10 years, and people are fucking super good at the game. So, similar to most Guilty Gears, and a lot of anime games, a lot of people play like one game. But when you introduce a game that has a huge player base, and they're now able to share what's exciting about that game, and you actually get to experience that without it feeling like total shit online, it gets other people excited to think like, hey, what have I been missing, right? What the hell? What's this game all about? Why have so many people been playing this shit? So, that's cool. Like, that's the shit I've been wanting for almost 20 years! You know, ever since we learned that there was going to be online for CBS2 and on consoles and shit like that. As soon as we learned that shit was going to happen, it's just neat to see that. I'm literally going to try to learn how to play, at least mechanically, a little bit of accent core tonight. So I want to see
how it went from being available in November to being...
with the character. What should the nooch be?
Y'all niggas, I swear, y'all must be having trouble printing that shit. Or something.
Well,
that's the only.
Try to learn it in an environment that isn't completely.
I could have been finished with the comment got killed.
I don't know. A lot of people are like, Mortar Soul is super fun. So
the comment got killed has been over for forever, so, and I was planning to finish that up.
It's weird how
since I only have a few volumes left to get anyway.
Right? If you just change that one aspect of the game.
But for some reason, volume 11's out of print.
Fucking charge canceling. I was watching some people play the character, and I was like, okay, I'm seeing what he can do now that I sort of know what his moves are. And then I fire up Kazunoko's stream, because this dude's been playing this character and winning with him for God knows how long. And I fire up Kazunoko playing Order Saul. And I see so much charge canceling that it would make my fucking head spin. I can't even believe it. I'm like, holy fuck, dude. Wait a minute, you're telling me you can do his overhead charge cancel hit confirm? Granted, I haven't actually tried any of this shit yet. I want to see how difficult that actually is.
I remember when I was younger, I didn't think old people could be cousins.
All the other Order Sauls I've been seeing are like sort of doing it. It was just this guy was hitting so many
people could be cousins.
Can we get a clip? Look up Kazunoko on YouTube.
I didn't think old people could be your cousins.
And I watched some of his gameplay, and it was just fucking crazy.
I didn't know how blood relations fucking work.
I think you can to reduce some of the. That's what I want to mess around with, right? I want to see. I
automatically thought.
That shit's like because.
If they were old and they related you and they weren't your grandma, they were your aunt or something.
Like super amped moves.
Because 9 times 7 10, that's exactly what it is.
He does those chores. He gets ridiculous combos. Absolute insane shit. So, yeah, like. He's got some muscle memory, dude. He's got that muscle memory that kicks in after about 10,000 to 20,000 games. Where that shit does not go away. So, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to get our ass beat tonight. That's like the whole point, is that if you're going to go into a fighting game, you have to understand, you have to like just be ready for the fact that, especially if it's Guilty Gear players sort of stick with Guilty Gear for the most part. And the fact that there is now so many people playing giving it a shot it's cool to see. It's just cool to see a community. It's cool to see a dead game come back from nothing, right? As someone that has championed, holy shit, second son, thank you for the 20.
Are you wearing the Chanel boots? Yes.
Champion, like old dead fighting games and show how cool some of the
I'm gonna watch Adventure Time.
Despite my like knowledge and discovery of old stuff, we're gonna go in and not have any fucking clue what the hell Zappa does or how much we're gonna get hit by his like full screen overhead.
Chainsaw Man needs to get an anime in December so I can watch that shit yearly on Halloween.
But the cool part is that the experience won't be complicated.
Yeah, you actually want to watch it yearly.
That wonderful fucking that wonderful feeling that so many players get. And this is what, damn dude, this is what I hope happens to Strive. Like this is what I truly hope. What I truly hope Strive enables when it comes out. This is like the dream.
Okay.
Eventually Strive might come out and
I'm gonna watch it yearly.
Their netcode.
No, the ending of the manga going to determine if I'm going to watch it yearly.
It actually enables for everyone to play the game in a similar fashion to
If Denji don't get a happy ending, then
directly offline, but at least
fuck it.
it's upward. I hope so, man. I really do.
I'll watch it bi-yearly.
Realistically, the test is also partially prescribed. Well, here's the thing. I don't know. Right? I don't know. And, the problem is that the people that made the Nitro fixes for this game are in different places in the world. They're not technically from Arc System Works. They were sort of given the blessing from Arc System Works to make the shit of the game. So I would like to think that for the most part, yeah, for the most part, it's a fan mod with the blessing of the developer. That's what it really is. But how much of a stake the community came back to play this game, and how even Japanese players showing up and being like, it runs this good, I can't believe it runs this good, this is revolutionary, like yada yada yada. And hopefully that has an impact where they're like, hopefully they can't ignore that, you know, the fact that the game is running so good and it's online. It's just cool to see, you know? It's like suddenly this old game that few people have seen or know how to play it, I've heard things over the years about how good it is, and I'm like obviously one of them too. To go back and try it and learn all this new shit, and to see people actually learning relatively fast because the online's good. Who fucking knew, right? Who fucking knew rollback netcode, properly implemented rollback netcode, could have such a big impact on people? And as much as it's had on me, you know, ever since Marvel 2, especially Marvel 2, Third Strike, and Super Turbo HD Remix. You know, Kazunoko is a madman. You know, Kazunoko is one of the greatest fighting game players of like all time. So, yeah. And chat, there's plenty of other incredible Guilty Gear players that are playing right now. So the fact that you're sticking with me to eventually try to watch me learn this shit means a lot. The same thing for most fighting games, right? Where I'm clearly not nearly as good as a ton of the community that's out there and available. And the fact that you are sticking with me as I try to pick up these things that I've never done before. I love discovering shit that some Rain Infinite, right? Going back to fucking UMK3 or MK Trilogy and just like, holy shit, dude. Holy shit, this game's crazy. I love that feeling of, you know, and I actually, like, the same thing that happened with Alien Isolation. I fucking love the feeling that you get when you realize that you've sort of been missing out on something for a long time, and you're able to discover what everyone loves about it, right? You're able to see what was the big infatuation with this shit for so long. Because clearly, at a point before I was a content creator, you know, I wasn't playing a ton of different fighting games. I was sort of sticking to the same, like, few until I started, like, getting an audience. And I'm like, well, let's see if we can introduce people to not just the things that only I play and get them to play other stuff. But I started to, like, really appreciate a lot of different fighting games. And, yeah, that's the most fun, dude. That discovery process, fucking A. The most fun. Where should I look up these Virgil trailers, chat? Were they on Capcom's YouTube or what?
They're on IGN.
Yeah, I always liked watching UMK3, dude. It was always such a cool game to watch, but it always felt like intimidating and hard.
I don't know why I'm surprised he got Beowulf back, because
it's just
that's a staple in his play style.
Oh yeah, the storm that is approaching, provoking.
That's how I'll beat your fucking ass. Do not ever sing that song in Kermit's voice ever again.
That was you with Melee? Yeah. I played Melee a lot in the early 2000s, but not enough to ever be good at it. I won a tournament, but not enough to actually be good compared to now. Like, holy fuck. The first 8 minutes of DMC 5 Special Edition? Is that what we want? I am the storm that is approaching!
I mean, I'll just ask for $5 in December for now.
Also has a short video shit.
Huh?
I'll wait till December for mine.
Is it JB does a video version?
Best believe. I'm walking out of work and I'm being
Somebody
like,
hit me up
look,
on Twitter or some shit. Let me know what the hell.
it's payout day.
Let me know what the
pissed
hell
the fuck
video I
off.
should be watching. I
And
guess
that's
it depends
exactly what's
on.
finna
Like I was
happen.
seeing clips and shit. And I'm like, oh, some weird versions.
Trapped in this arm.
Thank
Now,
you.
you go through
17 minutes.
It's much
Sweet.
less likely you'll be killed.
Jesus. Alright, I guess this is 17 straight minutes of Virgil whooping complete ass. 1080, 60.
That was a meme.
Alrighty then. Let's take a look.
I want to see the
What system
Beowulf
they captured this
gameplay,
on?
bro.
Probably PlayStation, right?
That's exactly what they captured it on.
Xbox?
Why the fuck would you play Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition on the Xbox?
For real though.
I swear to God, if I see Helmbreaker, I am going to throw up.
Yes, you better get ready to throw the
It's
fuck
done
up.
things to me over the years that
Oh,
have
yes.
affected me in
Oh,
ways
yes,
that are
Rising
now.
Sun.
Oh God, there was one Helmbreaker. Damn, the music sounds fucking dope. The music sounds so sick with this shit.
One more muscle cheek and I'll blow the whole place with you.
Air Stinger? I never really played Virgil in any of the DMC3, or I went back to DMC4.
You with Albion?
So this is going to be super new to me when we go through this eventually.
What, dead sick? Yeah, right, I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
I like how they skip it, like straight into the action. Let's just show Virgil whooping ass.
London. Kill me if you've got to, but run.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish.
Beowulf? He gets Beowulf stuff?
Cuss is worse than you know.
Oh my God!
Believe me, we know all about it.
He's doing boss
Why
move
else
shit.
would I be risking my life here?
Don't mean it.
Nigel Cass's pain. That's how fucking Mercs work.
Exponential
We
void.
came here to get your help. Cass is dangerous. He needs
Oh
it
my
stopped.
God, he does
He was
have
behind the
boss
bombing
move
and
shit.
tried
That's
to
so
kill us.
cheap.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no
Yeah, but
idea what Cass
he doesn't have the actual Devil Trigger. He just has
Oh,
Sin Devil Trigger.
Albion. Because you weren't lying about that fuck nigga.
How's the spare for the infos in the game?
Table. I'll buy you some time. Let's
How
go.
is this?
No!
What?
His Devil Trigger works just like Virgil and fucking.
Holy shit. I hate this character, he's so fucking cool. This bitch. Bitch ruined Marvel. That ruined and or made it. This
Jimmy,
bitch.
why are you laying in the corner?
I'm just stand there. That's the only thing about they shoot.
I think it's funny how Virgil's like insane OPness in terms of his legacy is what like makes it now, right? Like what Marvel did for Virgil as well. I think it's funny how that's like sort of carried over in many ways to OPness. His OPness? His overpoweredness. Somebody's gonna take what I'm saying out of context. But yes, his OPness is fucking huge, man. A giant OPness. He's pretty much just gonna be going through the campaign the same way that Donkey did, right? I think that's what he did in DMC 3 as well as DMC 4. It's like you're mostly doing the same stuff. But now he's motivated.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
There's some other 4K game.
That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something. I don't think I could stop him on my own.
Oh, that's
It's
badass.
everything I've heard.
So it must be a just frame or something like that. It look. Does he have shit that's sort of similar to Nero's revving?
No, that's not like it. Not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as a man. He's an arrogant twat.
Like he swiped, and then he essentially got one of like the floating swords.
We have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police, automated crop fertilizers, and shit.
Jesus Christ.
It's a technical problem. And people are just plugged in software, you know? You work around them.
Concentration gauge is from 4 is back. Okay. Well, I didn't play Virgil in Special Edition.
I've got an inside man, right?
Or see much of him even.
Says Nigel's got this
You can time your judgment cuts to make them stronger in DMC4SD. Okay.
Major project.
Sounds fun.
What we need is an insider on the team.
I've always wanted to be in on the game.
Bringing him in here in Dan Southworth and so much shit over the past year, from Power Rangers to this.
The right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits. Ah, shit. I'll be in cyber security sniffing my proxy
Oh,
IP.
shit.
What's the trace the detonator signal? I've got to deal with this.
Oh my god. Please. Please let it be the same music from the fight as well, please. No music! Damn it!
In pursuit. I repeat, we are in pursuit.
What?
This is dope. Virgil's kind of like Nero, right? Where he doesn't have to specifically do stance switching. Right? Because Dante's all about stance switching. Virgil doesn't
No, because Virgil only has one style.
Like.
And that's the Dark Slayer style, Max. You played the games, you should know this, sir.
That's not funny.
Max is slow.
Oh, they have some Dark Knight mode stuff at 4K? Okay, I'm probably going to download that video. The YouTube player for me has been acting weird. Been dropping frames. Shit, that teleport went really fucking far. Did Dante's teleport actually go that far in Trickster? God damn.
Get me way down.
I wonder if he's gonna get like a classic costume. Ooh.
Over here acting like I'm
I love this boss fight so much. It's one of my favorites in the whole game. It's just so cool to like see the enemy recoil to shit. Berserker Barrage!
2 hours back.
Huh?
Demi.
Fuck. This poor bitch. He can't, it's funny, the whole point of this boss is that he can kind of get away from you when you don't have the abilities of like... Jesus Christ. Oh, it's so badass! That's so sick!
That movie is lame. That shit's actually lame.
So he doesn't just V, right?
What?
That move
Does
where
he
he
get access
turns
to
into
like all the
V.
animals at the same time? It looks like he almost does. Jesus.
That shit's actually real lame.
Why?
It's just lame. Like, if I want, why would I use that move to play as V in a powered up state when I can literally just play it as V?
True.
Yeah, so just normal DT mode is a doppelganger, you turn into V. Fuck! Nero, what are you up to? Wait, how is this? Wait, what? Nero? Are we just showing off ray tracing and shit? Oh no, it's way fucking faster. This must be, what is this,
Turbo
speed mode?
mode.
Turbo mode? That's cool. I mean, that's cool. Turbo mode's neat.
I know why all that shit's exclusive to the PS5 version, though. Because
I don't know if it has the pull that I'm looking for right now.
the RE engine's already a behemoth of an engine.
Let me check out this legendary Dark Knight mode stuff, chat. Yeah, I find Nero to be super fun too.
Tower of London.
5-minute hands-on from
I like to help the
IGN.
family.
Okay.
I just got a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID. I ain't risking my pretty face. We need an Albion insider for our caper.
I think that's why they're definitely not going to be putting Resident Evil 8 on PS4.
Let me see if I can crank the ball a little bit.
Leaky, disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption.
Alright.
I've
This
just
already looks
contact
much
know
better.
what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
They need to stop giving these people hope.
It's like I'm gonna yoink this video
But
off
I think
YouTube.
that's another reason they probably won't be
Let's just
putting
watch it in a player.
Resident Evil 8 on
Yeah, this one's
PS4
9 minutes and 30 seconds of Dark Knight mode.
because of that.
Okay.
engine.
I'm saying, because Dark Knight mode's not the problem. It's the problem that the game's made in the RE engine, and that engine's a behemoth of an engine.
This is
For
a
it to
hands-on
be pushing the
preview
PS4 and Xbox One like it would be with all that.
Yo, Westaway, thanks for the 22
You
months.
certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their
Virtual's
headquarters
essentially
in Trust me,
for
I'd
special
rather not be
edition
breaching it.
and
They might
DMC
just
in
have
terms of
some kind of
mechanics in
meeting
this
plan
game.
to unveil a new project.
God, I haven't played DMC Virtual since the DLC in like what? When was that? 2012?
You're right.
I mean, you can tell given just how Devil May Cry 5 plays on PS4.
And near this place,
I mean,
quite a few
that shit ain't loud for me.
I don't know if it has function
Turn on the
combo.
charm.
I think that's
I mean, that shit ain't loud for me, but
Even got a candidate in mind.
I mean, it's not
somebody
like
tried me like that at work talking about something.
I mean, it's not overly loud, but you can tell it's working the
They're both getting
PS4.
legendary Dark Knight mode.
Somebody tried me at work talking about something. You can't speak to play the PlayStation because it be sounding like a jet engine. I'm like, who?
Specifically on PS.
Not mine. You know why? Because I clean mine every couple weeks.
Xbox gets ray tracing later. PS5 gets it first. Okay, all right. Did they actually give dates on that, or is it just sort of in the air? Oh yeah, the DualSense stuff, the revving and shit. Oh man, that would actually be pretty dope. Just get PC. Unfortunately, PC seems to be asked out the most. It's getting the least features. The console versions are getting the most. The PS5 is just getting them first.
I hope you're not doing anything important.
Xbox is on November 10th.
I'll have you know, I'm extremely
When's
busy
the-
right now. Very urgent
When's
business.
the launch of
Nigel
the
Cass's meeting will
PlayStation
begin
5
soon.
again?
Approach the Tower of London
Was
when
it the
you're
11th
ready.
or the 12th? Am I gonna play this on day one? If I can play this before, it's the 12th. If I can play this before
If we're lucky, word
the
hasn't spread that
PlayStation
you have
comes
a
out,
jackpot.
yes.
Just try to fill your
That's my caveat. Is I can,
Oh, and
if I have my
don't forget
opportunity
your
with my Series X to play this ahead of time, I will. But it all depends. Like, it depends on if this stuff comes through, if there's a preview build, if they even allow you to play it early or anything like that. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
Looking sharp.
I'll
Your ex-colleagues
pass
won't
on,
pay any attention to you
you know,
unless you let
some
them take a
RTX
close look.
stuff, if it means that we can start playing the game a few days early. November 10th for Xbox, 12th for PS5. I hope, maybe I'll be able to play it a couple of days early. I don't know. I actually do not have any information on that. I'm just hoping. Because that would be the best way for me to get sort of a heads up on the PlayStation launch, is if I'm able to play the Xbox version a couple of days early. And then we can just jam on, you know, DMC 5, which would be great. But unfortunately, I can't get away that I want to play Demon's Souls the most of any of these launch games, even over Spider-Man.
I don't give a fuck, because like I said, I ain't getting mine until fucking February. I will buy my physical copy of
This
Special
looks
Edition
significantly better.
in January.
So this is a Legendary Dark Knight mode. Oh my god.
Ooh, see, but where you gonna put it though?
In my room?
I'm saying where though. You have the Xbox in there too.
I'll put the Xbox up. That I'm gonna sit it right on top of my Xbox.
I just wanted a reason to say screw Xbox.
Okay, yeah, the visual quality is much better.
I'll beat Gears eventually.
Jesus Christ.
I was just talking about how tall it is.
I wonder if Virgil's going to come with, like, most of his moves immediately unlocked? Or are you ever going to have to, you know, drop orbs on everything?
You certainly know what sort of marginal cast.
Yes. I was out there too. If you haven't tweaked enough.
You're going to take orbs, right? Yeah.
Doctor. It's bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I think it's just a gear-red kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Yeah, it makes sense. It did the drop. It's got to be a game, right? You have to make a game out of it.
Until later.
This dude looks like he came out of Monster Hunter.
Really reached extinction during the Second World War, when trigger happens
Everything is proceeding on check.
Holy fuck! Holy fuck! There's like 80 dudes! That's so many dudes! Okay, this looks like so much fun. It is essentially DMC Musuo mode, right? I get it.
Cassie over here saying, why you and your girlfriend need your own fucking consoles? I'm like, cause sharing ain't gonna work.
Look, I be wanting to play other games, so... yeah, that's not gonna work.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
It's going straight for that Dynasty Warriors audience.
That, and because I stream pretty often, yeah.
It's so nice to have Capcom back. Jesus, dude, I had to wait so long, chat. I had to wait so long that it turned me cynical. Even the fighting game, the side of it, still has me cynical. I can't help it.
Like, I can't share a console because I'm gonna be fighting for it.
Oh no, he has to do all these freaking cheese ball puzzles.
Man, if y'all going somewhere with this intruder alert shit.
What intruder alert? I ain't hear nothing.
What about the Resident Evil side?
That's what I'm saying. Who's the intruder?
I mean,
him?
granted, RE3 was
yeah, it's him.
The greatest
old traitor ass nigga.
But RE7 and RE2 remake are incredible.
Billboards are illegal!
Plus, I can't put the PS4 up just yet because Nier ain't coming out on PS5, so.
Look, you ain't about to be abandoning me when you get your PS5.
RE3 is what it is, you know?
I mean, we can still be in party.
I was never a huge fan of RE3 to be, like, disappointed enough.
But at the same time, Nier comes out on PS4. It's just coming out on PS4. It's not coming out on PS5, so. Like, at all.
Now they're just showing off. Sorry. Now they're just showing off. We're gonna jack 60 rooms into this bedroom. Sorry, 60 dudes in this bedroom. We're gonna jack 60 dudes in this bedroom? That was the pitch from the Capcom devs. Damn, that recovery, holy crap.
This door clearly requires a security pass. Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery. Be careful. You don't want
This looks ridiculously fine. Holy shit. And it clearly looks like some of the enemies do have less health. Which I guess is a balancing thing, you know? So who's getting jacked? The 60 dudes. Pay attention. Did I not make it clear? Damn, the washing machine looks very nice.
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I've dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Senior's death. Let's see it.
The enemies are technically Devil Hunter difficulty.
Flight
Okay.
assessment AS001
don't
subject
think
Cass flight.
Mr. Cass
We even played Devil Hunter? I can't remember.
Witnessed the murder of his
What our
father,
first playthrough
Gareth
was,
Cass,
because we didn't unlock
CEO
the
of
hardest
Albion. He
difficulty
began
until after
exhibiting
you beat it.
symptoms soon afterwards, frequently described as a random event. Mr. Cass's
Devil
initial
Hunter's
symptoms
normal.
included
Oh,
insomnia,
Because being that My Hero and Black Clover are going to start spreading out with their volume drops, I might as well, when I catch up with everything else, I might as well try to catch up with Hunter x Hunter. And
Still, no, I mean, it's like a fun to dick around sort of mode.
It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on the psychosis. For me, this raises concern
On top of that,
his fitness to run a
I didn't run a Devil
multinational
Hunter?
security company. But I believe
Wasn't there a difficulty?
and on top of that, 7 deadly sins is out of the question for a while.
That's actually how you unlock hard?
Since they're already at 40 fucking volumes.
Nigel does have issues, and now all of London is trapped in his little psychodrama.
Yeah, we selected one of the hard difficulties on the first playthrough. Does that unlock more?
Never had much faith in you, really. So fast is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out,
and then you get
like a living as a doctor. Let's give it a go anyway.
It's like a human was the easy mode. Do they confirm which hardware this is running on?
It's running on PS5, Mags. The PC version don't even exist. Oh, you're under investigation, huh?
That's cool.
What about you?
Sweet Jesus, man.
Who under investigation?
You wrote crime novels like a
Yeah, I
lamey.
think I'm gonna do my best to play
Murder,
this
She
in the
Wrote,
couple of
head
games that are predating the PlayStation 5 launch. That might... What the fuck? That might work out.
Oh, so you out here bribing judges, huh?
This one bug. This one health bug is the only thing that's left. It'd be really nice if this character made it into a fighting game of some kind. You know? It'd be really nice if Nero, DMC5 Nero, DMC5 Virgil, DMC5B, DMC5 Dante. It'd be nice if there was a fighting game that could somehow host these characters in some way, where they can be put versus against characters from other franchises, if not maybe Capcom franchises. Apparently, that's too difficult.
Autonomous drones.
Yeah.
These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm.
Smash Brothers, yep, exactly. Yeah, Smash.
Everything.
First of all, y'all are disgusting if you think Dante, Virgil, or Nero is in the My Chemical Romance.
Dance number.
Autonomous drones
These ass probably would, but
act immediately and decisively.
Virgil's gonna be in Tekken 7 new season?
Without
Yeah,
your
it's that
support,
season 4 character?
I
Gotcha.
couldn't stand here and tell you, but promise you, with the launch of Verticals,
That
London will be the
makes
first city in the world to be
That's where they belong.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you'd call us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
Yeah, it was PS5.
Oh, it's all right. The commissioner cares. As we all do. I'm eyes.
Yeah, that's
My name is Minnie-Bosh. Species only one half-man kangaroo.
Dennis, far beyond Albion's standard, we really should have more government consultation.
this before Demon Souls
She
comes out.
delay the launch. So we can
the Seraph at the end
The worst thing that's happening with next gen is that it
drops maybe 2 volumes a year.
big priority games, and
I
the
can
big
get the
priority
defense
games are
stuff
obviously
on the
Demon
line
Souls,
right
Spider-Man, Miles Morales,
Since their chapters are monthly.
Devil May Cry 5 SE. Those are like the 3 games I feel like make a choice. And then after that, Spider-Man Remastered, and I guess Godfall?
got us into
Right?
this.
Yes.
I guess some other launches that I kind of want to check
indecision. Understand this.
But at the same time,
I will not allow anyone,
if I do get
not even myself,
some
to jeopardize
time
this.
with another game that isn't just the launch day, then that'd be much more preferable.
Well, our friends at
Godfall,
Tiny
I mean, that's why I put
you are the
Godfall
cornerstone
sort
of
last.
the project after
Right?
all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
I still want to try it, right? I don't want to completely just check out.
No.
I want to give it a shot, but do I want to play Godfall more than...
And just in time.
Like I said, those 3 games
Criminals
as well
running our
as,
streets.
You know, Spider-Man Remastered?
Illegals
Probably not.
threatening our families. The police commissioner himself.
So...
Assassinated by terrorists.
It's very nice to see that Capcom is back. That we have a new Monster Hunter on the horizon. It looks ridiculously fun.
No more will be required.
And believe it or not, the things that are selling me on Devil May Cry and the new Monster Hunter, while visually they do look great, it's gameplay stuff, man. And that's where most of the time you can fall back on, relying on a Capcom game to deliver some dope-ass gameplay shit. It's really cool.
I warned you about that, Audrey.
Can't wait.
Go uniform.
I'm waiting for more stuff on Village, man. I would love to talk more about Resident Evil Village, and they have revealed some more shit on it, like its RTX and stuff like that. But we really haven't seen much gameplay, if not any, out of Village. So I hope it's great. I hope this is better than RE7.
We'll see.
Do you play Cyberpunk when it comes out? Yeah, well, luckily Cyberpunk got delayed a month, right? So that gives me a better chance of doing that instead of just this stuff. Are you going to recheck Bloodborne on PS5? Well, of course. I mean, of course. That's the dream that Bloodborne is